Now we're talking Emmerdale now, and tonight we'll see some shocking scenes of Ethan being racially attacked by Jordan. Actor Emile John is here, but first, let's look back at the build-up to this.
Jordan Greenlow, Ethan Anderson. It says here that you've been arrested on suspicion of assault.
The alleged victim says that when he attempted to walk past you, you made racist comments.
No way. It's the opposite. He's chatting rubbish. I'm not a racist.
You did get the case?
Yeah. Wish I hadn't. The victim's Billy. They're saying it was racially aggravated.
This could get really difficult. Well, you better make doubly sure that your client has a case worth fighting.
I'm a defence lawyer. Even scumbags deserve a fair trial. Billy, I promise you, I did not know you were involved.
I don't wear a suit to work, but at least I can look at myself in the mirror and see who's looking back.
This is what it's going to be like. Don't know if I even want it.
Well, Emile John, who plays Ethan, joins me now. Tough one to do this.
It's
tough one to do for all concerned.
He's kind of juggling his integrity, his self-beliefs, his core values against sort of representing someone who just doesn't sort of align with his spirit, you know?
That's really hard.
So, yeah, he's got to make a decision. So.
But really good to do this in a way, because it really does reflect what's going on in the outside world, sadly.
Exactly.
And I think it's right to air that. It must have provoked an awful lot of reaction, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, some of the lines and some of the dialogue that's used is kind of vile.
It is. It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable to hear as a male, the person, but, you know, it kind of fueled my responses in that regard. You know, my responses were true, because hearing that, you know, I probably wouldn't have the kind of temperament that Ethan does, but, you know, Ethan deals with it in the only way he knows how to.
I wonder, because, you know, I like to think, and maybe I'm being naive, that things are getting better, and especially for people, you know, for younger people.
Yeah.
Because I think they're better educated, perhaps, and maybe just more accepting.
Exactly.
And all of that. What do you think, though? Because what do you think?
I mean, at school, I had sort of, you know, sly quips and digs with regards to being black. And, you know, at the time, people might think that, you know, that was funny, that was a joke. But, you know, with the sort of Black Lives movement, I just feel like there's more licence to call people out.
Yeah.
Whereas before, you know, I might sort of internalise certain digs and racial slurs, and sort of that would sort of lead to sort of some self-deprecation and self-hatred, which isn't good for anyone.
No, of course not.
So yeah, this movement, I just feel like things probably haven't changed fully, but there's progress.
I hope so.
And there's definitely licence to call out that kind of behaviour.
Exactly, and you shouldn't ever, nobody should have to accept anything like that.
Yeah.
But the big dilemma here is, you know, as we saw in the clip, you know, even scumbags deserve, is what he said, you know, deserve something. So, but things take a very sinister turn, don't they? That's the thing.
So Ethan, because of the choices that he made to represent Jordan, and then, you know, he kind of pulls out of it. There are consequences that come with that.
Yeah.
And tonight we'll see that in its full form, full glory.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a little preview. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Have you ditched that racist client of yours yet? I saw him threatening Billy yesterday.
Look, if Billy's been threatened, then he needs to report it.
He is, and so am I.
Well, then I suggest we let justice run its course.
We all know that's not how this works. Maybe you need to think how you're going to live with yourself if your precious client gets let off.
Are you sure this case is worth it?
Just don't start, Dad.
And how do you think Billy must be feeling?
Can you just leave it, will you? I'm sick of everyone having a go at me, turning me into the bad guy.
Oh,
you know, everything that Al said is probably true, but it coming from Al, you know, he's talking about scumbag. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Come on, mate.
Exactly. and we will see what happens. I mean, he is irredeemable, I guess, as well as doing all of this, and Emmerdale's doing brilliantly. There's an awful lot of musical talent in Emmerdale, including your good self, because music is really important to you, isn't it?
Yeah, no, music, I think, well, it definitely was my first love.
Yeah?
And sort of as I grew up, as I went into...
I remember this.
Nah.
Oh,
yeah, I need to get back in the studio.
You do.
But this
You're
job
too busy.
I know, this job has taken precedence. It's sort of taken over my life, I've got to be honest. But no, actually, I have become better at sort of balancing my schedule, understanding, you know, when I need to learn lines, when I need to when I have time for myself. And I've spoken to my guy, my good friend who, you know, sort of runs my music thing. We're sort of stacking music. We're getting a catalogue going.
Good.
So at some point, we're just going to start releasing. But it's coming sooner. It's coming sooner.
Well, you've been embroiled in this really quite demanding storyline as well that you have to get right, don't you? Everybody has to get right. So that kind of becomes all-encompassing, doesn't it?
Exactly. And this is a kind of storyline where you have to do it justice. There are people that have, I mean, you know, there's this kind of language that you'll see tonight. You know, we hear this in football stadiums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and if people are so bold to use that kind of language in football stadiums, just imagine what they're saying in sort of more intimate settings. Do you know what I mean? So it's an important story to tell. So I just wanted to completely focus on it.
No, I can understand that, but you've got to get back to your music as well.
No, absolutely, yeah.
You really do.
Should I sing a little song right now?
Yeah, go.
No, I'm joking. I'm not going to do that.
I would love you to. It would be gorgeous. No, I look forward to that. I will look forward to seeing a lot more of that. And like I say, there's lots of good musicians in Emmerdale because you had a band going on and everything. It was really good, you know, during lockdown.
We need a little Emmerdale band.
Yeah, I think you should. I think that would be very good. Meanwhile, we can see you tonight, 7:30 on ITV. Don't forget it's on for an hour.
Yeah.
Big hour special, which is fantastic. And just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's really important.
The cameras don't lie, by the way, just as beautiful as ever.
Behave yourself. Absolutely. I shall dine out on that.
Where can I look?
I didn't pay him to say that, honestly. I did. Right, still to come today. Thank you. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.